Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're a subscriber, it's great to have you with me again today. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's great to have you stopping by. My name's Alison and I'm from So Like Dotty at Forever Daisy Chain. So it's just my kind of regular weekly chat today, talking you through some things I've been up to this week. It's been a bit of a different week for me, so I'll fill you in on that. Not a lot of sewing makes to share, just some different things. I've had a photography challenge that I've took part in this week, so I'll be sharing lots of pictures of that. And just good to catch up. So I think I'll tell you about that first of all, if that's okay, because it was actually being run by one of my neighbours, Lauren, but I live in the northeast of England. There's people all over the UK being involved. I think there's 40 of us being involved, and it's been a free 5-day photography challenge, and Lauren knew that I was interested in getting better pictures so of my kind of products and things. So when I saw that she was running it, I said, yeah, definitely. So it was through a Facebook group, and she does a Facebook Live every day and sets a different challenge for every day. And I kind of thought it was going to be quite photography based, which it was. There was some elements of that in, but some of it made me just look at kind of my brand, like who I am, what my goals are, using different things that I'd sort of started to use and then stopped using. So using Canva, producing like storyboards, and just really make me think about what is my brand, what are my brand colours, that kind of thing. So it's been really interesting. But then we've also got into kind of using photographs, and most people we've kind of just been using, as I am now, like my normal iPhone and things. But the frame up of photographs, how to get a really good shot. And like, believe me, I know that lots of people do very long and detailed courses to learn how to be a photographer, and I am absolutely not a photographer. But it really made me kind of raise my awareness of what I can do. And I had lots of things that I've got, like little clip-on ring lights and stuff. But I'm going to drop in some different photographs as I'm chatting, just about like the lengths that people go to get those shots, really. And as I was thinking as the week went on, I've been downloading some free patterns ready for my #SoFrugal vlog, which I think my date is the 26th of March, and then the reveal date is the 31st of March. So I'm just getting my patterns together and my fabric, and I know what I'm going to do, but I can't quite share that with you yet. And I think we're the very last day of the vloggers, so I really hope there's somebody going to stop by and take a look as well at that. But when I was doing that, I was on the Peppermint magazine site from Australia, and I'm not sure if you're aware that they've really been absolutely wiped out with the flooding over there. There's just some really awful stuff going on in the world at the moment. I can't even bear to think about a lot of it. And one of the things I was thinking about were those guys and the effort that they put into that magazine. And although their patterns are free, there is a voluntary contributions option, but they've also got like a flood relief kind of thing that you can just click on and send over some money by PayPal, you know, £1, anything to just help those. So if you've ever downloaded something, or you've looked at it on Readily, something like that, or you're a subscriber, if you do want to donate to that, it's a fab cause, so they can keep producing content for us, because their lives must have just, well, you can just imagine, can't you? Anyway, back to the photography challenge. So what made me think of them was one of their front covers of a magazine, which I'll drop in, shows the picture of a lady in a just lying with flowers around it. But I don't know where I've seen it, must have been on social media, the mock-up of how that was taken. So I think she was kind of laid in a bath with water, and then the flowers floating around her. And I thought, God, like, you just don't appreciate the effort that goes into some of these things behind the scenes. And I'm not on that scale at all, believe you me. But some of the things that I'm taking photographs of, they vary from tiny pairs of earrings to bags. And obviously I know I take pictures of myself in the dresses and things, but these aren't something that I sell. So trying to get the products that I sell, the pictures of those, the quality that I want to share, but also the style of picture that I want to share has been something that I've really had to sort of think about this week, because yesterday I launched my new tote bag range, which I'll drop some pictures in as well of. And my ideal for that, my vision for that, was kind of to have them looking as if they were wafting in a breeze on a washing line or something like that. This is kind of what's in my head, and then I've got to make that into some sort of reality. And I think it was Thursday that I found particularly challenging for that, because I was just trying to get the right shots. I laid them down on my cutting mat. I got some pictures taken from above, and I'll show you in some of the shots some of the things I've done to try and get those pictures. So if you've seen my video tour where I'm sat at, my cutting area is over on this side here, and above it is a shelf. So I suddenly twigged that actually if I take some of these clip-on lights with camera attachments that I've got and clip them to the shelf, then I can take shots from above of what's down, rather than trying to take things. But then at one point I had my light box and I had them laid down in the light box, then I had them kind of hanging off the top of the light box, and then behind me here where I've got a dress hanging up, I had them hanging off hooks on there, and I just couldn't get it how I wanted it to look at all. But what I ended up doing was realising that the shots that I'd got over here of the bags laid down actually were looking, I was pretty pleased with them. But what I'd done was I'd just left them on my pink cutting mats, thinking that I'd be able to go into Canva and erase the background. And I know that works really, really well, that magic eraser kind of thing. But actually it doesn't kind of give me what I wanted for those, because I think sometimes products can just look quite harsh against like a white background, or you can put like a fake wood background in and things like that. But my style's quite kind of a little bit ditzy, I suppose. So I was kind of looking at, rather than a digital background, what I can do to create a background. So I've made some fabric backgrounds, some pieces of fabric which I'm keeping pressed and clean. But then obviously it's kind of thinking, before I take the shot, to go over that with a lint roller, to go over the bags with a lint roller, just all that kind of thing that honestly you just don't think about these things behind the scenes. So yeah, I did end up really fairly happy with those pictures in the end. And if you're interested, I'll drop a little link in the description box, because as it is today is the 5th of March. I'm sharing this with you tomorrow, which is the 6th of March, and I've got 20% off my whole website until Monday. So if anybody does want to grab themselves a little bargain, you can check that out as well. So yeah, I found that quite sort of thought-provoking, my week with that challenge. The tasks were really good. Obviously different people had different approaches on different days. One of the key things, which is so simple, that I learnt this week that I didn't know, like I've got one of these little clicky on and off Bluetooth things for when I'm doing photographs of myself against the tripod. This is really good for framing it up. But what I didn't know this week is that I can do that through my Apple Watch with the camera open on the app. Then I learned that when you take a photo through your phone and you tap it in the centre of your phone to focus it on the bit that you want, you can do that on your watch as well. So it means that when I've been taking the shots from up above on my phone looking down, I can't actually see what that picture looks like through my phone, but I can actually see it on my watch, and I can focus on it as well, which I thought was absolutely genius. And then today I just thought, I'll try out whether I can start and stop this recording through my watch. And it worked. Amazing. Absolutely loved it. So I did share that. There is a Sewing Vloggers Facebook group, so I did share some of that on there with them earlier in the week as well. It's always good to share, isn't it? So because of that, there's not been an awful lot of sewing going on. This is the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra dress that I finished at my #SewToom Sunday session last week. Absolutely love it. I've just been over to work this morning. If you've not seen that video, that was last week's vlog. I've just made this like scrunchy belt to go on it, which I love. I've ordered small buckles like this so I can make a few more of these to go with different dresses, because I'm not a big belt person, but I really like the style of this and I'm very happy with it. So I did share last week some of the fabrics and things that I was going to be making, and I have got one thing made, which I wanted to share with you today. And that is, do you know what? It's a really simple make, but I think sometimes it does you good just to cut something out and make it pretty quickly. And I was thinking, you know, when I started dressmaking again, the first one of these that I took probably took me all afternoon or all morning to make, but I literally had it cut out and whizzed round on my overlocker like in minutes really. So it is from the Tilly and the Buttons Make It Simple book. I know lots of you have this at home. If you haven't got it already, these are on offer at the moment. I'll put a link into that. Everything on Tilly and the Buttons website is on offer, and I think 25% of all proceeds are going towards the Ukrainian fund, which is like just the most amazing thing we can do right now to help those people over there. So at the back of this book you've got all of the patterns, and the way that they are printed is I'm a pattern cutter out person. If anybody's a tracer, I know you'll be rocking in the corner when I say this, but I don't normally trace. The only time I would trace is if I was making a smaller size for my daughter and I'd trace her size out. But with these, I don't know if this one shows it, but basically they like they all cross over and they back to back with each other and things to trace out. But for any of the Tilly and the Buttons books, you get a code when you buy the book, and you can send that code to whatever printing company you want to for AO printing. And that's what I did. When I got the book, I sent them all for AO printing, got them all. Some of them that I knew I was going to make for an IRA, I ordered those at the same time. I tend to use flamingo prints, and I think it's £1.50 a sheet, and it just means that they're all in separate envelopes up there, and I can just pull them out when I need them. So this is my Tabitha t-shirt pattern, just in these I can't remember what these are called now, gated envelopes, something like that they're called. I just got them off Amazon. I've got absolutely stacks of them. I can drop a link into those as well. I think these were some that I ordered at first with, you know, these blocks in for what the patterns are, but the next ones that I ordered, I just ordered plain, and I just write on the front. Sometimes I might put a little flower on or a smiley face on or something like that, but it means I can just write things on them. So I've got another set of these. One is like uncut. This I can't remember which item it is. Oh, it's for the sapphire trousers, which I've made loads of, and it says like uncut, don't use this one, and the other one's got use this one, add this piece on when you want to do the jumpsuit, because the trousers are slightly longer in the rise for the jumpsuit. I hope that makes sense. I do ramble on a bit sometimes. Anyway, this is the fabric I shared last week. It's from First for Fabrics. It's I think it's a brushed back jersey, and I made the Tabitha t-shirt in it. And I just overlocked the whole thing, and I'm not sure, I might hem it up, but what I did, because I've used the wave machine when I had my Enlightened Baby Lock overlocker, when I traded that in and got the Ovation, which was also a used one, I didn't buy it used, I got that through David Drummond, so I'll put a link to him on. Watch his Instagram and Facebook. He's based in Edinburgh, and he does get used machines, and the customer service and servicing of your machines is absolutely second to none. So as I say, I'm in North Tyneside. When something needs to be looked at or serviced, they courier up to him, and if you buy the machine for him, just keep the box and they get couriered up and down for free, which I just think is amazing. And the team are absolutely fabulous there. So if you don't know what I'm on about, the wave stitch is a stitch you can do on certain baby lock overlock machines, and this is how it looks. So this is just using regular cotton. I do have some sort of thicker threads, but I've got 3 darker pink and 1 lighter pink. So on the actual overlocking, I'm not sure if you'll really be able to see it, but they I don't think it'll come over so well on camera. So basically 3 of the threads are the darker pink, and this row here, which is the one that you would see if I go like that, is the lighter pink, so it matches in. So with an overlocker, as long as your left needle, if you're 4-thread overlocking, as long as your left needle is the same colour as your item, you don't have to change the rest of your threads. But I do change mine really easily because it's air threader. So I made this t-shirt. I probably got it made in, I don't know, for like 40 minutes or something, honestly. It's all overlocked round, but you can sew it on your machine. And so I was kind of thinking, what do I do for the cuffs? And I just thought, oh, I've not used the wave stitch on the Ovation yet. I might do that. So they probably need a bit more of a press down, but I've just put them onto the bottom of the cuffs. Now obviously this is jersey, so it's tending to roll up, but it does need a good press on the bottom. If I find that it rolls up, I'll literally just turn it over and hem it up, and I'll stitch it around. But I just thought it would be a little bit different. So you can see on this one, you take your left needle out, you thread it in a slightly different way. It goes through the loopers and things in a different way. And what's that on there? It's a bit of fluff. So the lighter colour gives you has given me the contrast there. And then there's two reels of darker thread, one which is the needles running in a straight line, and one gives you this alternative. So you can use it for decoration. It's really cute, isn't it? So I've done that along the bottom and along the sleeves, and I've got some, I'm probably going to get changed into them this afternoon because it's really cold. I got up at 6:15 to go to work this morning to scrape the car. It is cold, but this is more of a sweatshirt weight fabric, but I wanted it cut as a t-shirt. And I think I did say in the last video, I'm just temporarily moving away from the billy jumpers because I wanted something that was a little bit low around the neck, more of a t-shirt. And this will be nice with some, I already think it's March, so I've got my sandals on. I'll have my crop trousers on shortly. Even though it's cold, once it gets to March, the toes are out. Yeah, what can I say? So I got that made. And is there anything else that I've made? I don't think there is, this week, because I finished this off on Sunday, then I've been making that, and then I've been really focused on the kind of the photography side of things. And I'm just working through thinking, and I've got a plan, so I'm going to do a separate vlog on what I'm going to do for my So Frugal vlog as well. I did get an email from Slim World head office the other day to say that I'm invited to the Slim World Oscars, which takes place in the summer, which is our summer ball. It's like our staff ball in Birmingham. You'll have seen me share the videos for the Woman of the Year ball in November. And because my group won the National Group of the Year 2 years ago, we weren't able to celebrate that in person. So I've been invited down with Carl to go to the ball and stay overnight, which is lovely. So I got my thinking cap on about dresses again. So I think I'm going to make the Magnolia dress again. In fact, I've decided that I have. And last year I bought this royal blue fabric. I think I've shared it before. And I was going to make the Magnolia dress in this, but I'll share a picture of it because I took a picture of my photography challenge the other day of it. And I got 3 meters of it. I think it was from Pound Fabrics or somewhere. But then I changed my mind and used the black velvet with the flowers on. But as I've got 6 meters of this and that dress takes about 5 meters, I thought, actually, I think I'm going to make it in this. Because I was kind of thinking, I'll have to get a new pattern. I can't go in the same style dress. And then I thought, yeah, you can't. Listen, nobody's really going to know that it's the same style dress as you, unless you're watching this and you're going as well. In which case, if I meet you in the toilets, don't say anything at all. So yeah. But I don't want to make this just yet, as that event's not till June. So I'm kind of thinking that'll be something that I want to work on, like towards the end of May, kind of something like that. But I love the colour of it. It's such a rich, vibrant blue. It drapes nicely. I haven't got a clue what sort of fabric it is, I'll be honest. I could find the paperwork somewhere. It doesn't have any stretch to it. And I'm thinking, because I'm kind of in the groove about the invisible zip, because I did my little training course with my cousin last week, I'm feeling much more confident about putting the zip in. And I got my nails done the other day, and when I got them done, I said to Jade, ooh, these are going to look really lovely when I'm at the ball, so I'm probably going to get similar colours done. So there you go. Decision made on the dress, decision made on the fabric, decision made on the nails. I do my own hair and makeup, sorted. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. That's where I'm at today. I've got lots of pictures that I'm going to drop in. I'm going to show you some of the things I did for the photography challenge, some of which are better than others, some of which were a total disaster and I had to rethink them. But I do quite like things that challenge me and make me think and do differently. And I've done loads of sublimation this week. making prizes for work and just kind of learning still. So I'll drop some of those pictures in as well, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more with that moving forward as well. So thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry if that was a complete ramble, but as always, I do really appreciate your time. So if you can give me a like, a little thumbs up, and if you're not already a subscriber, just click that subscribe and click that little bell and get some notifications. I am going to do a separate vlog demonstrating the sublimation, so I'm hoping to get that recorded quite soon. And because I had some of this t-shirt fabric left, I know some people that I know that are getting into sewing and things. I thought I might kind of do a little how to fit a neckband into one of these, so I'm probably going to aim to get that done as well. So if there's anything you want me to do, not that I'm very much of an expert, I'm not, but if there is anything, yeah, just drop me a message in the comments and let me know what you're up to as well. So thanks for stopping by today, and if it works, I'm now going to turn this off. Let me go into my camera. Oh, see, it didn't quite work. It's gone into my calendar. There we go. And I'm going to press the stop button.